Hello, race fans! Good morning, evening, or night. Thank you for joining us on Rice Motorsports TV. I know what you're thinking. Where is Tony? Not this guy. Don't worry, I got Mr. Motorsports right here himself. Hey, Tony, how you doing this evening?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Good. I'm doing real well. We're here with round 3 of Apex This Racing. We're running the GT1s, the GTE machines tonight at Road America. It's May 21st, 2020. It's Thursday. What more could be said about Thursdays? Oh, one of my top 7 days of the week.
Yeah, man, it's kind of like Friday for me today because I'm off tomorrow.
Oh, great. Good stuff, Tony. Cool. All right, we're looking at our track temps here, checking them out, up to 81 degrees there. Again, we're at Road America this evening. We're just finishing up qualifying. We're about to go racing here. We're doing a 40-minute. We have 50% fuel setups, I believe, this evening. As a mandatory pit stop in there.
Is this the first time that they've raced at Road America in a while? Or?
I believe. I don't remember if they ran here last season. I don't think they did. But yeah, we had a great night last night in the Cadillacs. It was lots of fun. Great racing throughout the field. This track really lends itself to close racing, given these long straightaways, that long pit straight, and then after turn 2 you get another chance, and then there's that long one coming down, I believe, to Canada Corner, I believe it's called, right at the end there, which is just could be treacherous, but a great passing opportunity too.
All right, let's go ahead and bring up the, let's see how much time we have left here. And oh yeah, we're right, the checker flag is out, and looks like we're ready to go racing here. Of course, there's always that little bit of a 2-minute overlay, but when they get ready to switch sessions here.
Right. Some guys just getting the last couple turns in they can to practice.
Yeah. I know it would really be fun if they made it so that even though time has expired, if you're on a hot lap, you could complete that lap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do wish that was.
Yeah, that would really be cool because, then say, okay, well, time's up. This is either do or die. This is it.
Absolutely. Yeah. The track is heating up a little bit, though. I wonder if this track went away from them and some of these guys put in their best laps, almost 2 hours ago. Last week we had a mixed class start. Do you remember that at Indy?
Yeah, it did.
So we'll see how they've set it up this week to see if the classes are going to be divided or if we're just going to have mixed class racing from the very beginning there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be interesting. So I think only one that's left now is Carlos Lopez. He's still on the track, and like you said, getting some time in here. A little bit of time left. Makes his way in, and I love that turn right there for some reason. I don't know why. I love coming down that hill and making that 90-degree turn.
it is very sketchy coming from full speed of any car.
Yeah,
on a downhill braking zone there.
Yeah, a lot of times you can catch somebody out if you put pressure on somebody, and if they're more focused on staying ahead of you than focusing on making that turn, you're gonna put them in the sand trap there.
Yeah, and that Apex has a barrier on it, so it's very unforgiving. And there is a large runoff spot there on the far side, which is very helpful because it seems a lot of people tend to outbrake themselves there.
Right. Yeah. And he's somebody else is on track. Let's see, who is that? Oh, that's Corey Mitchell on track. He's also getting in a few last seconds here. He's crossing the line there. And I guess he's probably just going to keep going until the server switches him over. And he's going to kill a few cones.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Why not? Have a little fun with it. He's in second place in the GT1 class there.
Yep.
He and I forget who was the other leader in that class, but he is leading that division at the moment.
Yeah. Well, we wait for the guys to come out on track here. There's a few cars starting to come out now. Let's go ahead and let's look down the starting grid here. And on the pole, Jaron Haslam, pole setter. Andy Shields second. And look at that. It is a mixed class. See how that is there?
It is, yes, I
GT1 and
do.
GTE, so
Uh-huh.
they're mixing them up again tonight. Ali Salih third, Ismail Sierra fourth, Corey Mitchell fifth, Ryan Collins sixth position, and seventh Michael McCoy. Good to see Michael back on track. Lincoln Russell eighth position, Shane Sullivan ninth, John Miller 10th position, and 11th we have Steven Martinez. 12th we have Braden Ashworth. In 13th, we have Kent Kruger, Dustin Burkhalter, 14th, Eric, how you pronounce that? Kulaga?
I don't know. I think last
15th?
night I had multiple different
Yeah.
pronunciations. We're
Yeah.
sorry, brothers.
Yeah. Douglas Doucette, 16th, Ty Johnson, 17th, Jordan Johnson, 18th, Adam Baltudis, 19th, Vincent Wood, 20th, Bjorn Benches, 21st, Troy Banks, 22nd, and 23rd, we have Carlos Lopez, 24th, Brandon Harrison. In 25th position, 25th we have Christopher Perez. Colin Davis is 26th. David Arnett, 27th. Rona Justice, 28th. 29th, Christian Livingston. And 30th, we have Mark Bray, Craig Ream, 31st. 32nd, we have Randy Mathis. 33rd, we have Andres Garcia. The 34th, we have Andrew Rasmussen, and I believe is that everybody? Yeah, that's everybody. So,
All
yeah,
right. Way to
cool.
go, Tony. You're the linguistics professor today.
Yeah, so we try.
Running us down the list.
Pace cars taking them around the track now. Pretty good field here tonight. Got 30. Well, we have 33 cars in the server, but we're showing Steven Martinez is in the pits, and I'm looking to see if everybody else is on track. Let's see. How about Rona Justice? I don't see her. There may be about 4 people maybe that don't start the race, perhaps. Sometimes that does happen.
Yeah, I'm seeing a few gray names down there at the bottom. Oh,
Yeah.
now it's just Rona for me.
Yeah. And it's still showing Steven Martinez. He's sitting in the pits. He did not
That's
come out.
unfortunate for Steven. He's the GTE leader
Wow.
on the points division, so he's going to start his race from the pit lane.
I wonder why he's starting there. Is he doing that by choice, you think? Or?
Possibly just by accident.
Wow. Because
Just
if you miss the
didn't
start,
jump
then
in
you're
on time.
forced. Yeah, you're forced to start from pit
Yep.
lane. So that means if you have to start from pit lane, you have to wait for the field to go by before you can even enter the track, right?
Correct.
If
Yes.
you're starting from pit lane, yeah. And we've got we've got about as many folks on the leaderboard as we can squeeze. You know, we can only show the top 30. And I tell you, there's a lot of GTE cars mixed up there in that top 10. Actually, more GTEs
Sure.
than more GTEs than GT1s, I believe.
Yeah, there's only 3 GT1 sandwiched in there.
Mm-hmm.
So we will see how that kicks off. Kent
Yep.
Kruger is the other GTE. He's in second place in the standings here. He's probably delighted to see Steven starting from the pits there. And then in third place, Lincoln Russell, just ahead of him, is a right up near, just a few points behind him in the standings as well.
Mm-hmm. And making it
Here we go around this big right.
Yeah, it's a really long. I want to get my results up here. I'm gonna restart my SDK here. It does that sometimes, you know. doesn't show everything. I'm waiting for it to come back up. My computer's been acting weird today. Here we go.
That's all right. Still see things pretty clearly on my end. This is just such a great straight here. I love driving down this straight at top speed with people. Just a couple very slight turns. Takes a lot of trust in your surrounding drivers, but this is just such a fantastic corner to come down to at the end.
Yeah.
And then a tight uphill section. It's really throttle management through here, and then through the final corner to get that great launch onto that pit straight. It's the longest straight up this circuit.
Right. And we're making our way around. Pace car is in, waiting for those green lights. Jaron Haslam, he drops the hammer, and we're racing at Road America.
Here we go, folks.
40 minutes to go.
And I believe everybody has one fast repair here. Well, hopefully everybody gets through again, but everyone must also stop for a pit stop during this race.
Right.
So you might see people taking advantage of that if they pick up a little bit of damage a little bit earlier.
Boy, that was side-by-side racing there. Sheila and Salih went through that, I believe that was the second turn there. Boy, that was some good racing. Look at them going side-by-side through that left-hander there.
Looking good. Looking good.
Oh, boy, a little door bang there that time.
Well, my video is just a little bit choppy there. Why don't you take over, Tony?
Okay, cool. There's Ismail Sierra. He's trying to catch up there to Andy Shield. And that's for class position there. I believe the GTE cars first, second. Sierra's in second. Now he's trying to catch Shield. Collins is right behind him. And he's got a second gap. I mean, he cuts a little grass right there. He had a gap of at least a second from first place to third place, but had that little off-road excursion there. Brought Collins to within half a second of Sierra. They make their way down to the final turn to complete lap number 1.
Oh, right there.
Their leader, Jaron Haslam, he's really he's not exactly checked out, but he's almost a second and a half ahead of Mitchell. Those are two GT1 cars there. Oh, and Haslam.
Mitchell was able to stay with him there.
Yeah.
A good fight for class there as well as for position.
Yeah, if he doesn't blink too much, because when he blinks, we can't lose a lock on him and stuff. And see, there he goes again.
Like
don't usually see him have connection issues. But we'll ride along here with Mitchell a little bit. Up, see, there's Haslam. He's popping in and out. And that can be a little, oh boy, when the closer you get, you start thinking, okay, where is he?
It's difficult for Mitchell to get in a groove here, and focused on his own racing and his own points. When he's seeing that in front of him, distracting him and throwing him off his groove.
And where are they in relation to in the point standings?
I believe Corey is your class leader, if I'm not mistaken. And actually, Bjorn Bench is in second place, and Braden Ashworth bringing up the top 3 there in class. You can find Jaron Haslam a little bit further back in 7th place actually, with about less than half of the points of Corey.
Right.
Guess he missed a couple races there.
Boy, I'm
Just
surprised at how much he's blinking. Wow. I mean, it obviously not affecting his driving, but
sure.
that, that if this was an oval track and they were running, drafting or something, that would seriously be a problem.
Sure, sure. And not to mention he's also got Andy right in his mirror there.
Yeah.
Really keeping him company. So he's got a lot to think about on track.
Oh yeah. And Ryan Collins is on pit road.
Very, very curious. Hey,
Yeah.
Tony, could you bring up the interval on the timing tower, please?
The intervals on the timing. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Actually, let's put them here. And there we go. We don't need them. Take them
Fantastic.
down there. There we go. Yeah, that's super early pit stop there for Collins. He's second in class there. Andy Shield though is
yeah.
Andy Shield is getting away from him though a little bit. Well over 3 seconds now. Trying to hold off John Miller.
There's a nice battle between Kent Kruger and Lincoln Russell developing there. They are in second and third place in the on the table, respectively. So they're thinking about points. I know it's early in the season and maybe only round 3 and things are still working themselves out. But I wonder if they're thinking about that already, about the drivers around them in the standings.
Yeah. Michael McCoy, he's running good up there, and running fourth in class, 6th overall. Pretty good for McCoy there. And let's see. Let's move that over. Let's see what cars are where. Who's running what here. It looks like McCoy, he's in the Ferrari.
Some sort of Red Bull Ferrari.
Yeah. Yeah. We're almost 7 minutes already into our 40-minute event here.
There's a couple different little packs developing there, but it seems a lot of the field has spread itself out. Looks like a fair amount of difference in the drivers here.
Yeah, there's a bit of a gap between everybody. McCoy, he's one of the closest there. He's closing in on Miller. Of course, Russell is closing on Ismael Sierra there. Lincoln Russell, no, he's been doing pretty good. He was looking good in the caddies at what was it, Indianapolis road course.
Yep.
And even yesterday, wasn't it? He was doing good there.
Yesterday, I don't remember if Lincoln was on track yesterday. Actually,
Okay.
Can't quite remember.
Maybe that was just the Cadillac race we were looking at, or it might have been this race when they were there in this car last Thursday.
It's amazing. They're still, even back in, what is that, 15th position. There's still, good battles happening between Ream and Lopez. They're for good points in 5th and 6th. There's a lot going on track right now.
Oh yeah.
Good battle for glass here as they come up the pit straight. Lopez just wants to stay with him there. Keep it under a second. Stay in that slipstream. Looks like he's almost losing time behind. I wonder if his setup is not conducive to high speeds there.
Yeah. Jordan Johnson, okay, he's officially competing with Dustin Burkhalter for the most colorful car. And that's a Aston Martin chasing a Ford there.
Oh, it
As a matter
looked
of
like
fact,
was that Ty Johnson just went off and let Ken Kruger right through.
uh-huh.
Must have had a little off there or something. Ken Kruger moves himself up to ninth place overall.
Yeah, actually he's moved up to eighth.
Oh, eighth place,
Yeah.
excuse me. I think he gridded up 13th there, so moving his way steadily as always through this field.
Haslam continues to lead. He's actually opened that lead up to over 2 seconds over Corey Mitchell. And let's see, what's the deal with Andy Shield? He's not even showing an interval. That's weird. How is that even possible? You know what I mean?
He's on track. He's still leading
Yeah,
the GTE class, but
yeah. But he's not showing, look on time and his scoring, he's not even showing an interval, so we don't really know uh, unless we look. He's like 1.7 behind Mitchell. You look, in the battle box there, but for some whatever reason, timing and scoring's not picking it up.
right. That shared window is sort of coming in and out, so I'm watching him on another iRacing window here, Tony.
Cool. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Ty Johnson trying to catch Russell there. Russell maintaining just over a second lead there from Johnson.
Yeah, somehow in that I believe Lincoln was ahead of Kent, was he not? Maybe Lincoln had a little off and Kent snuck by. What'd you get for clean racing?
Oh yeah. Are they getting a bonus point for 0x in this league, in this series as
In
well?
this league, they get an extra 5 points for a clean race, fastest lap. For your class, I believe, gets you another 2.
Right. Okay. A little further back in the field, there's Craig Green fighting off Troy Banks. That's not a class battle there. Ream in a GT1 and Banks. Oh,
Oh,
somebody just hit the wall. Who was that?
Vincent Wood spins out on that little kink, just keeps his foot a little bit heavier than he should have, and
Uh,
loses the rear end. That's such a difficult turn there when you just got to lift a little bit to make
yeah.
sure you make a good return. And
Now he's on the pit. He's in the pits as well. So.
yeah, he had a toe for the trouble.
Oh, okay. So it was that hard to hit, huh? Okay.
Yeah, he really hit it and decided to get himself off
Yeah.
track, and
Let's
was
look at the
courteous to
replay.
the
Oh, wow.
fellow.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Okay. Is uh, is damage
Yeah,
on
side to
in
side.
this one?
And yes, damage is on,
Okay. The car didn't
and
look
he
that
does,
bad.
I believe,
Yeah. I guess he decided to go ahead and toe in. Wow. That
which I
can.
think is the respectful move as well.
Yeah. Instead of
You
trying to
feel like you're
hobble around and stuff.
exactly.
Let me see. Somebody else was on pit road. Who is that? Was that okay? I thought it was Collins. He might have just dipped into the pit road entryway there, but he's still on track.
Looked like
Mark Bray had an issue. Let's go see what happened with him. Here comes Bray.
yeah, I think ooh,
Oh, and
Right
he
down
slid
to
off as he's. I guess he's trying to
he's just
do
sitting
some late
there.
braking there, but
I
left it a
think he's
little too
stuck in the
late.
wall, perhaps. I think he got glitched into the wall and
Oh
got
man,
stuck there for
to go
good.
live. Yeah, and I guess he had to tow back too. Good grief.
Sure, I think I could see his wheel spinning, trying to
Uh
get himself out. That
yeah,
is an unfortunate glitch that I believe iRacing should address sooner rather
right.
than later.
Here's a good battle here for well, that's not a class position battle. Rasmussen, he needs to get by Doug Doucette so he can catch Burkhalter. There's Rasmussen behind Doucette, and ahead is Dustin Burkhalter, and they're both GTE with Doucette, the GT1. They're meeting the sandwich there.
Mm-hmm. Carlos has done well to keep him behind for now.
Yeah,
He's got two almost back-to-back straights here.
yeah.
To really maximize that horsepower and maybe pull out just a little bit. He knows that beam there is right on his tail. So
Am I seeing things, or is that like damage on his the left side of his hood? It looks like, unless that's just the
of
shape of the hood
Carlos or
of
Craig.
Andrew Rasmussen here. And, looking at his roof cam there. I'm kind of thinking that. Let me see.
I
Move
think
to.
he's got a little bit of damage there. It looks like maybe he rear end just went to the backside. Almost loses the rear end, and right in front of him is that GT1
Whoa!
car
And he got
of
around it too.
Douglas Doucette. Just
Yeah.
had a little bit of an off track. He does well to make it by cleanly.
Yeah, like I was saying at the beginning, that's what I love about that turn. If you get it wrong, you're gonna get hurt, especially if somebody right behind you there. They'll be able to
Sure,
drive
sure. You
right
could
under you.
definitely take it. You could definitely take it cautiously, and they're better. I never really feel like there's a great way to take that corner. It's
Right.
one of those corners I've never quite felt like I did well. But I definitely know when I've done it wrong. Not
Dave
too
Arnett,
sure.
he was in pit road there. He actually used his fast repair. His car got a little banged up there. Banks, Reams, Reams right on the tail of Lopez there, and Banks is almost 2 seconds behind.
Here they come up the hill at the pit straight. I think Green just wants to let him know that he's there. He's not going for a pass at the moment.
Oh,
Just,
and who is
ooh,
that
there's
in
a
front
little
of
slow
them?
car in front of them. It
Yeah.
looks like Jordan
Oh,
Johnson
boy.
there.
Yeah, that was close
Real
there.
close racing. Getting passed on the right there. Was that Jordan Johnson?
It might have been. Let's see. Well,
No, that was
that was
Troy
Dave.
Banks there.
Well, Troy Banks, but that was Dave Arnett, the 72.
Oh, okay.
The red car right here, and Troy Banks is
Yes, yes.
behind them.
Watch it all go down.
We'll move back up here to Craig Reeman. There they go through that left-hand turn there, 90-degree turn. And both made it through there cleanly. Let's look at Michael McCoy and Kent Kruger. Or should I say, well, okay, all three of them actually. Kruger, McCoy, and Russell.
Right, that's
Russell's
pretty much
closing in
battle
on.
for fourth there.
Yeah, Russell, he's running 7th at the moment. He's less than half a second from McCoy. He's really closed up on him now. They make it through
See
the
if you
final
can make
turn.
anything happen here on the straight. Yeah. See if the GT or the BMW M8 can get a good toe down this straight. He has a little look to the inside here. He's
Yeah,
going for it.
Who's going to outbrake the other guy? Looks like Russell's going to do it. Good outbraking there.
Smart by McCoy. You should make the most of this exit, though, and stay right behind him. They have another straight coming down to your favorite turn here.
Yeah, he was
He's not
thinking about it.
up,
He took a little peek there for a second, you know.
He needs to plan ahead. He should have played that corner ahead for right here, but he's just not close enough with that slipstream at the moment.
Well, here's where it's going to get interesting here. All three coming down to this left-hander.
Oh, he goes for it,
but and he locks up a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
That's not the first person I've seen being a little squirrely with that Ferrari coming down that hill there.
Yeah. Ty Johnson, he's moving in pretty close to McCoy there. Just over half a second.
Yeah, it looks like Michael has really lost about a second there.
That Discord one, I'm looking at it myself now. It is a little choppy. That's the first time I've ever seen it be choppy like that, really. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's a little bit strange. It's okay. I'm making do between my two screens.
Yeah. Whoops. Take that off.
It's nice. I get the relative over here, and that battle for fifth place in the GT1s between Ream and Lopez is still looking pretty good over there as well.
Okay, Haslam, he's in the pits.
All right,
and Long and Corey Mitchell, yeah, they both.
We're having a couple pitters here.
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes. I'm thinking because of the larger horsepower and of these GT1s that they might be sucking up a little bit more during this pit stop.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Corey in the GT1 just behind Jaron there. I mean, it was close.
Oh yeah. Probably
maybe he short filled on purpose. I mean, he is going to get a little bit of a draft here, you know. Maybe cut it close, maybe because I think Jaron came in, you know, about 2 seconds ahead, and you know, here he is only 0.6 ahead, really.
Yeah. A lot of folks on pit road now. Jordan Johnson, he's on pit road. Christopher Lopez, he's on pit road. You know, actually, he's on his way out. Doug Doucette, he's in. Andy Scheel is your leader at the moment.
For the time being, maybe he's thinking he can get some good hot laps in with a somewhat empty tank.
Yeah.
Maybe get ahead of these guys, although he really doesn't need to. How far ahead is he from Ali?
6 seconds there, yeah, 6.2 seconds, yeah. He
just has to keep it on track.
And none of the guys that are in, I'd say, like looking like the top 8, none of them have stopped yet. In fact, Haslam and Mitchell are the only cars in the top 10 who have pitted already. So they
and they're in that GT1 class, so maybe they were gulping down a little bit more fuel, had to stop a little bit sooner than the GTE cars.
Yeah. That could be interesting. Well, we're over halfway now, 23 minutes in.
We are?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, and who was that?
Who was that? That was Colin Davis went off a little bit, lost some ground, but that was Scheel, the race leader in front of him. So it wasn't like for position or anything.
Nope. All right, here he comes down this this back straight here. I'm curious to see if he's gonna pit this lap or push it some more. I suspect the GTEs can probably get one more lap. Somebody, oh no! Oh no, what happened to our leader and Andy Scheel? Somebody was trying to let him by somehow.
Yeah, we got it on replay here. And, let's
and
see
the blue
what
flag.
Oh, they just oh man. That was
so bizarre.
Yeah.
Oh, so unfortunate.
Yeah, he would. I mean, he was
That
going to have to
looked
give
like,
up the lead
Mark,
anyway, eventually. But
looked like Mark Bray, perhaps, tried to maybe let him through, but just tried to brake and let him pass and locked him up. There's nothing he could do after that.
Yep. Miller, Scheel, and Sierra and McCoy are all on pit road. Here comes McCoy
so
now.
Unfortunate.
Yep.
Scheel will have to use that toe, although he wasn't that far from pit entrance. Maybe he was able to limp it back into the pits and use that faster pair and fill up with fuel. He doesn't lose that much out of it. So Lee is now your race leader, followed by Kent Kruger 15 seconds behind. And then Russell on third.
Yeah, he's right there too.
Scheel is back on track already. He's exiting the pits now as Michael McCoy dives in. Russell and Kruger, those two at the top of the standings there, having a good battle here.
Kruger trying to open that gap. Lincoln Russell, he's been having some pretty solid drives. In the last couple of races I saw him. And Solly, he's got a pretty good gap, and now he comes into pit road. Your leader, Ali Salih. Now he's pitting in from a 15-second gap on Kruger, but of course Kruger's going to inherit the lead.
Looks like that will put him probably just behind Jaron Haslam and Corey Mitchell there at the end.
And actually,
here comes Kent Kruger.
They're coming in, him and Lincoln Russell coming in. And so, nobody else has caught them yet. Of course, there they go, Haslam and
GT1 leaders, yep.
Yep, right back to the front. You kind of almost expected it anyway. They, I guess you could say they short pitted. And
you could see, on pit lane here, I'm also seeing that as I thought, Kent Kruger qualified a good bit back in 13th position in the pit stalls. You can see that he was a bit behind Lincoln Russell there, and actually Lincoln Russell gets a much earlier start out of the pit lane, and Kent Kruger is still sitting there.
Yep. So that's not good.
Lincoln is back on track. I don't know what's going on with Kent there, but he is staying put for the moment.
Yeah. Sierra, he's pretty much by himself right now. He's third in class, and over 5 seconds behind Ali Salih.
Yeah, and here he goes. He's finally exiting the pits. So it looks like his car went up on Jack. Yeah, his car didn't go up on Jack's. It didn't look like he got any tires on that car. He just doing something else.
Christian Livingston in, pitting from 12th
maybe I think he probably had a penalty, actually, is what it was when he was coming into the pits trying to lose Lincoln there probably got a speeding penalty on his way in.
Right. Michael McCoy still got that Red Bull Ferrari in 5th position.
Is it a
That's
Red
5th
Bull?
and
It is the Red Bull Ferrari.
yeah, you got Red Bull sponsorship on there. That's a little bit of a contradiction.
Right, with a Mercedes engine in the back.
Oh boy. Well, the irony never ends. That's like having the best of the, all a little bit of all the top 3 right there.
hmm That battle for the lead in the GT1 class is still staying pretty tight there.
Yeah.
Has Miller come in yet? Has he pit? He should have. I think everybody at this stage
Yeah,
probably should have pit.
everybody's pitted once, and Christian Livingston, he's in the pits.
Right.
This is his first time.
All
Mark
right.
Bray
We've
is
got two
also in the
great,
pits.
two great battles for the lead here. For the different leads in the different classes, looking really, really great towards the end. As we move into our final 10 minutes.
There's Ali trying to catch John Miller there.
John Miller had a storming race.
Got into the sand there.
Pushed it too hard.
Yeah. That was that left hand 90-degree turn. Like I say, it'll get you if you push it a little too hard.
Yep. You generally don't think about that one too much, but it can catch you out very quickly. It will punish you. Thinking about that next one usually, for me anyways.
Right.
John Miller had a storming race last night. I think he qualified maybe 5th or 6th place. He got himself up on the podium just ahead of Tommy Regan. He was not able to join us this evening.
Oh boy, ran a little wide there.
I know, he's really skirting it, isn't he? He's only got a 1.6 second gap above Sierra there. Also in an M8.
And he ran a little wide on that last turn.
He wants to get a really good exit, the best possible out of there, coming down the straights. That little off excursion is going to might end up punishing Sully here. And that battle for the GT1 lead is still staying steady at about 0.6 seconds.
Let's see if Sierra can close in on Asali here a little bit.
Looks like Kent Kruger just got. Sorry, Kent Kruger made his way down past Jordan Johnson there. Looks to have a little off track himself.
Yeah.
For the final 10 spots for the GTE class.
And Johnson actually went into the pits. Huh.
Unfortunately, a little off or something.
On. Yeah.
Jordan Johnson is now out of the race.
Oh my. They have do we have DQ set here too? Is it 17X or something?
I believe so. Yes, 17X will do the trick for you.
Yep, 17 to DQ. Michael McCoy having a good night tonight, or staying in that top 10 at least, running 7th overall at the moment, 5th in class.
He's trying to take it to Lincoln. Mention him too much, which is generally can be a good thing. Just keep your head down and moving right along.
Oh yeah.
We got about 6 and change remaining here. So he's hunting down Russell.
The last time he locked up a little bit going into that left-hander at the bottom of the hill. We'll see what happens this time. If they make their two right-hand turns there, here's the first one off of the front stretch. See how they get through there.
Oh,
Pretty
a little
good.
twitchy for him. He wants to stay with him. He knows he needs to stay in that slipstream zone. But at 0.6, 0.5, you're doing just fine. Get a good exit. Shouldn't be an issue for him.
Doesn't quite look like he's close enough though to really, get a good draft this time.
He's just now under 5 seconds, just barely 0.4. He's not going to get it this time.
Meanwhile, up with your leaders, Corey Mitchell, he's just a hair under half a second from Jaron Haslam.
Just trying to keep him honest. I don't think there's going to be any opportunities to overtake, but just stay in his rear view, and who knows? He's a 0.3 behind now.
Yeah, Haslam's using every bit of that track too, and now they've got I can't tell who that is in front.
Little traffic.
Yeah, that's Davis in front there.
Jaron trying to use a little bit of the draft, anything he can. Keep him behind. This might end up poor for Corey here if he can't get past this back marker.
Yeah. He does make it by, yeah. There's Andrew Rasmussen right in front of him now.
Another little slip for Jaron to steal on.
Oh, yeah. And look at him stay over there behind that lap car. He did go by that time. He made it by the lap car already. He stepped out of the way. Boy, they're close coming out of that turn there. 3/4. Oh boy. Oh, he's really closed up on him now.
Yeah, maybe it's a little exaggerated from that angle, but I think Jaron got a little twitch there with the rear end. That battle looks like Michael might finally have his chance. I'm watching that one on another screen. It looks like Michael McCoy will have his way coming down
on
that
the inside.
Oh,
no. McCoy, Lincoln Russell got him again.
Was not having it.
Yeah.
He said, "No, sir. I will take this apex."
He got there, but
he
cut him off there. He wasn't going to have the exit position he needed to have to make that turn. And he didn't even lock up on the outside either. That was good braking there by Lincoln Russell.
Great racing all around.
Back up to the front there. Here we go again.
See if some more of these back markers can play a role.
Yeah, no one's close to him right this second. But not quite close enough to take him in turn one.
Right, and I think this is our penultimate lap here, folks, as we come across at 37:43. I think this will be the second to last.
Yeah. They'll take it right down to the wire, that's for sure.
Absolutely. I appreciate the patience of all the racers, really giving us a great show this evening.
Oh yeah.
Not overdoing it and pushing the issue.
Yep. Oh, somebody
a couple battles as their back marker.
Yeah, that was Wood there, Vincent Wood. Of course, he was well in the grass, so it wasn't a problem. Yeah.
As they came around the corner. It's always scary coming over those uphill crests when your spotter's telling you there's cars stopped and slow cars around. You can see up track. Corey getting a really inside line here. Trying to push it onto that curbing for the exit. Sharon just getting away from him a little bit on
No.
that kink. Into the final minute of racing here,
Yeah, like Corey,
or the final minute of regular time.
Corey definitely trying to hang with him.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's got a rope tied to the, just like he can't get closer, but he can't get any farther away because that's as far as the
Yep.
rope will let him extend.
A little water skiing back there.
Man, I'm wondering if when they go down the hill, will he try to attack there? That may be his last chance to attack Haslam,
It could be. We'll see what happens after turn 2 as they come
Yeah.
down this small hill.
I mean, it's almost like they're just very, very equal,
They really are. Yep.
I mean, whoa, he got close, and he almost
and Corey
got
gets
it.
off track for his trouble. Maybe. I wonder if that will ruin his clean race there on the.
Whoa, and he went.
final
What
lap.
happened there?
Oh,
What
he
happened?
just gave it. I don't know. He gave it to him.
That's what it looks like. That reminds me of a race at the end of last season where Tommy Reagan, he was in one, I think he was in a supercar maybe, and remember he just slowed down and he let somebody get past him for the win because he was using that guy's setup, and he's like, there's no way I'm going to take this win from him with his setup. And because
it was a bizarre ending to Le Mans, I remember.
Yeah.
So here's Haslam staying with him, but it appears that he just gave him that position in a very awkward place to give him the position, I might say.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was awfully fun.
Man.
Seeing that there. It looks like the rest of the field will finish as they are.
Yep. And
Kent Kruger actually
the line.
has a nice little. Michael McCoy looked like he might have had a little off there.
Yeah. Corey Mitchell will be your winner. They crossed 1-2 there. Him and Haslam. Waiting for other folks to cross the line. There's Sierra. He's coming around the final turn. Miller's already crossed the line for the GTEs. Sierra's about to cross now. It's P2 there. And the third place GT1 car is actually, no, he's Johnson, Ty Johnson, but he's back in 7th position. There's Salih, the third place runner there. There's Ty Johnson now, the third place GT1 car just coming across the line.
Wow, way to go, Ty Johnson. I think he gridded in 17th position. Makes his way to the podium this evening.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Miller as well, gridding 10th this evening.
Yeah, waiting for a few more. It's going to take a little while to generate the final results. Because it takes a while for all of the drivers to obviously get across the track and across the start-finish line.
Oh, and we have a little off right at the, who was that?
There's Dustin Burkhalter. We haven't seen him all night, really. He finished 6th in class. Let's see. 614th is Ryan Collins. He's crossing the line. 8th position. And that's about everybody. Well, there's a couple more. Okay, But we don't have to wait for them, I don't believe. We'll go ahead and
I believe
we can
I
bring up
believe that's
the
everyone.
yeah, we're going to bring up the final results here, and let's look at Class 1, the GT1 cars. And we've got Jaron Haslam, of course, your winner. Corey Mitchell, second. Braden Ashworth, third. Doug Doucette, fourth. Ty Johnson, fifth. Bjorn Benches, sixth. Carlos Lopez Jr., seventh. Brandon Harrison, eighth. Craig Green, ninth. And Randy Mathis round out the 10 cars there for the GT1. I'm sorry, we're looking at qualifying. My fault. Let's look at. How about we look at the race results?
All
Of course,
right.
that's still the same. Corey Mitchell, Jaron Haslam, Ty Johnson, Braden Ashworth, Doug Doucette, Lopez Jr., sixth. Greg Room, it's almost the same order. Harrison,
Ty Johnson will project, yeah.
Benches and Mathis 10th. Then, of course, looking at the GTE cars, got John Miller, Ismail Sierra, Ali Salih third on the podium there. Lincoln Russell, fourth place. You know, I almost thought he would get up there a little higher than that. He was having a good race. Eric Kalaga, fifth. Dustin Burkhalter, sixth. Kent Kruger, seventh. Ryan Collins, eighth. Michael McCoy, ninth. Ranger Rasmussen, 10th. Stephen Martinez, 11th. Andres Garcia, 12th. Christian Livingston, 13th. Christopher Perez, 14th. David Arnett, 15th. Colin Davis, 16th. Vincent Wood, 17th. And Jordan Johnson, 18th position. And that will do it for us tonight. And hope you enjoyed the broadcast tonight. Don't forget to hit like and share and subscribe. And for all of us at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.